holds all of its cultural activities, such activities as mud wrestling, tractor pulls, Disney on Ice, that sort of stuff. Yeah, it's classy. Now, if you look straight across the street on the left there, right across Oglethorpe Avenue, that's Liberty Square, or I should say what remains of Liberty Square. Now, I've got Johnny Mercer right here for you to listen to. The Moon River.
What was that? Oh my gosh!
That should be. You never know what you're going to see in Savannah. That was Johnny Mercer, right? All right, wrap up stop number 9, our city market stop. Here you'll be able to see lots of great restaurants, gift shops, art, and the American Prohibition Museum. Before you head over to the Prohibition Museum, just so you know, it has nothing to do with General Oglethorpe or his four prohibitions. Yeah. Even though General Oglethorpe did have a prohibition on alcohol, that was number 3. The Prohibition Museum talks about the 18th Amendment, signed on January of 1920. All kind of great stuff in there, artifacts and exhibits. Even talks about women's rights and the suffrage movement. No smoking or drinking is allowed on board. Try to keep those side conversations to a minimum as a courtesy of those. Maybe trying to listen to the narration. Those folks are driving on the sidewalk. All right. Over here on the left, you'll see the Club 1 in Savannah. That's where the famous Lady Chablis performed once a month for over 40 years. Now, most of her shows here were for sold-out crowds and packed houses. And she was famous for many things, including portraying herself in the movie Midnight, The Garden of Good and Evil. Now, she passed away in September of 2016. And up until, like, day before yesterday, her memorial was right here, this last window on the left. But something broke the window. Hopefully they'll replace it soon. So coming up on our right, up ahead, we got a Five Guys. Now, if you look at the second story, right at our second story window still right above the gate, there's a cat. Windowsill.
Yeah.
That cat's been there since the 1800s.
By tour. South Street Park.
If you look in the middle of the square, you're going to see a monument to Nathaniel Greene. I see Nathaniel Greene was a Revolutionary War hero, second in command to George Washington. He was given a piece of property here in Savannah for his service in the war. He didn't get to enjoy that property called Mulberry Grove for very long because he was not used to Savannah's climate. He promptly died of a heat stroke. Yeah. Alright, over on our right, we got B&D Burgers. Locally owned burger joint. They have good chicken sandwiches as well. Everything on their menu is historically themed. They have an Oglethorpe burger in there.
Yeah.
And over here on the left, got River Street Sweets and Bird's Cookies.
Oh, dito tayo.
Both of those are very generous.
Tama. So, ito yung brothers.
Save them.
Andun yung Leopold.
Oh.
Ito yung
Oh, there's a fellow with a sample right there standing outside the door.
Pero
Starbucks.
maganda yung doon sa City Market.
Take 35 of them. No, you're paying less than $2.
Hindi, anong beer?
Crab free, folks. Crab free.
Pwede ba yun? Mag-break siya eh.
Pwede naman. Sa hindi naman mataas yung ano.
Now, if you're on the right, we got the Savannah Tap
Sa
House.
City Market maganda yung beer.
Now, I love their appetizers.
Hati-hatihan na lang natin para di masyado marami.
Last time I went in there, I got the macaroni and cheese egg roll. Anybody back there got reservations for the Pink House? No, that's unfortunate.
Oh, the old pink house.
There we are, stop number 10 and a half. Jack Parish House.
Sa harapan natin, reverse na.
Boy Babs! Bye-bye, baboy! Bye-bye, baboy!
It's going to get kind of bumpy here for a moment because we're going to be going down an original cobblestone road.
Ito yung cobblestone. Pero bata.
Ah, dadaan pala dito, no? Kaya pala.
May sign dito na ano siya, na
Beside it,
mataas. Tapos ganyan
Ganito yung apaka mo.
of course, River Street, we're on the docks. Homes to our left and right, they were warehouses.
green boards eh. Dito daw
Now, those wooden
yung
sailors
mamaya
from
yung
the dock
ghost
right
and
here.
Saan yan? Ah, Boar's
sa
Head.
Mount Ebor.
Kasama sa tour nila to?
Ito yung river, yung buong river state dito sa
Saan na simula na dito rin?
Ang difference kasi, ang difference lang kasi, doon tayo nag-park sa dulo eh. Dun. In a way, oo. Nung kumain kami sa basement. Yung parang basement ng bahay nila. Yung po nasa yung fireplace. Ganun.
It's a restaurant that has a bar.
Spankies ito. Ito yung sa chicken tenders. Kumain
But
kami
then
sa
again, there's like most establishments
Yeah, gusto mo yun,
in the
chicken
have a bar
tenders.
stand.
Yun yung diet mo.
Siniserve nila chicken tenders, fries, tapos sausaw. Yun lang.
Yun na yun.
Pero dito masarap yung ano. Ako na ano din ako dito. Nung ano si Nicole nag-ano sa akin nun. You haven't tasted chicken tenders, so do you know, ganyan. Sabi niya sa... Ano
Got
sa
the River Street Open Air Market.
Kahit yung sarado kang gabi, oh.
mga ano, mga souvenir shop.
At least nakita natin ng gabi, saka ng umaga, no? Kasi nawala kasi naman ang ulan. Talaga?
Yung malaking boat, mga cola plant. Puntahan yung pagpuntahan ka sa isang mga
Centerville. That bill weighs 5,500 pounds. His name is Big Duke. Now see, they numbered the squares. Now how many times they ring Big Duke? It'll alert the fire.
Right there, Henry Christopher. Now this is the first African Baptist church right here to the right. That's the first African American congregation in the country. And that was, that church was built by slaves. And if you go in there and tour the church, which you can do, there are holes in the floor, in parts of the floor. And those holes were for ventilation, because under the floor could be slaves that were running on the Underground Railroad. That was a major stop on the Underground Railroad.